Libra, and welcome to your July 2018 general tarot reading. So I'm still shuffling the cards for a little bit of extra clarity. So you enter July with the Two of Wands and the Magician card. So the Two of Wands is quite a deep reflective card. It's a card about considering your place in the world. So some of you might be considering making changes. There might be a desire for a lot of new life because it's next to the Magician card, and the Magician card carries the four aces. So the aces are always about new life, new relationships, new jobs. It's that desire to sometimes just throw everything off and start again. It's number one. So it's all about, where do I put my energy? Where do I belong? How can I work in a way that's satisfactory? How can I get the love that I seek? All those sort of issues seem to be on your mind because the Lover's card is here too. So the Lover's card is also called the Choices card. So some of you might be contemplating. You might be in quite a reflective period where you're contemplating the way forward, okay? You've got a lot of power at your disposal, Libra, with the Magician card. So as always, be careful what you wish for. What you most want is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is clarity. It's a gift of clear sight, of knowing exactly what you want and exactly how you're going to go get it, okay? I'm not sure where you want this clarity. It might be around relationships because there's a feeling around your relationships that people aren't revealing themselves. People are keeping their feelings close to their chest. And what you most want is this gift of clarity, a gift of sight about where your life's going. Now your supportive energy is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is a card about leaving troubled times behind you and going into calmer waters. It is a transition card. It's about moving forward. As you can see, these three figures are leaving something behind and going on this boat away from troubled waters into a much more calmer cycle of their life. So this is what's supporting you to find this Ace of Swords. Some Libras might be leaving something behind that was once troublesome to them. This could be a relationship, could be a job, could be anything. But you're leaving it behind and going much more into much more gentler waters. Your challenge is the Queen of Wands. This could be a person, fire sign, but I don't read the cards like that. But someone who's a bit of a challenge to you, or maybe the Queen of Wands is a very vital energy, very, very driven, very high magnetism, loads of charisma, loads of sexual energy. Maybe you're challenged to feel her energy this month, Libra. Maybe you're more in a quieter, reflective mode. Maybe you're more in a process of making clear decisions and trying to find clarity. So you're feeling the energy of the Queen of Wands is a challenge. So you're not in your big charismatic energy, okay? Or it could be a person who's causing you a little bit of problems, or you feel you haven't fully got everything it takes to completely move your life forward, because the Queen of Wands is a queen who's transformed herself. She's overcame a lot of her difficulties and she's transformed into this queen. So maybe you've got a sense of being in process, but not fully where you want to be yet, Libra, okay? Because in your relationship house, people aren't communicating what they feel. The Four of Discs is literally a card about keeping your feelings close to your chest. You might be involved with someone, or there might be a relationship dynamic and no one's communicating. Or you might be involved in a different dynamic and there's two people trying to hold on to the security they've built. It's been very, very common this month about new change in people's life and the challenge around their security and expressing themselves, okay? Is definitely a theme here. But yeah, the High Priestess, no one's talking about what's going on. The secrets of the Oracle are being kept deep within them. Sometimes when the High Priestess appears in a reading, it can speak of an emotional relationship, but it's not, you're not communicating your feelings, you're not letting, or the other person's not letting you in, but the connection's there, okay? Around money and work, you've got the King of Swords. I'm going to clarify the King of Swords. It's definitely speaking about being in your higher mind here, Libra. So if there's any pettiness or any arguments around finances, try and be the bigger person, because that's what the King of Swords wants you to be. With the Eight of Wands, so I think there might be a lot of activity, there might be a lot of action around your work and finances, but the King of Swords can be a person, okay? He'd be a legal person, by the way, a lot of authority, but quite often he's asking you to come from a higher place. So don't forget your crown, have a lot of dignity around your finances and work this month, Libra. Be in your element. And the element of air, remember, always is quite a free element. It's quite free in that don't allow yourself to get bogged down by petty details or petty arguments around money and work, Libra, okay? At a soul level, you've got the Chariot, again, as a desire to propel your life forward here. Because the Chariot essentially is bringing the conscious and the unconscious mind together. So you're moving, propelling your life forward in a way that's not in conflict. So your heart and head, all of you, is moving forward in the same direction. I like that. And it's with your card, Justice card, at a soul level. That's quite a peaceful place to be on the inner plane. And that's where you need to be at peace, Libra. You can have anything going on around you, but if you've got the Justice card and the Chariot at an inner level, it's like you're not losing your calm for anyone. You're sticking with your higher mind, which is the King of Swords, around your finances. I know in relationships people aren't communicating, okay? These are both holding on, there's no communicating, people aren't letting go, and they're not revealing what's going on, but you're keeping a peacefulness at a soul level, because the Six of Swords to me is a very peaceful card as well. It's a transition card, but it's about being in gentle waters, and it's a very, very spiritual protective card for me. Your outcome is the Two of Cups, so I don't know if this is whoever the Four of Discs is. This is about communicating starting to happen. There's an opening up about to start, or maybe you're meeting someone completely new, Libra. Someone who will express themselves, because it's with the Four of Wands, which tends to speak of a new chapter. This could be an engagement, it's crossing a threshold. But maybe some Libras are moving away from this closed area, and you're making a decision at a soul level to move forward, to get your Libra, to come back to grace and to come back to peace. And sometimes it's accepting that not all people are open to loving us the way that we want to be loved, and deciding to cut our losses and to cross that river. But look where you're going. So you're going to meet with a very, very happy outcome, Libra, or whatever this transition will be. I'm hopefully doing my relationship readings for next week, guys. And I'm going to do mid-month updates. And I'll be back doing weeklies by August. But another card's appeared, Seven of Swords, which means you're not trusting the process of unfoldment. The Seven of Swords is all those stories in our head about why life's not going to work out for us, Libra. Additional message for someone there. And maybe that's why you're keeping your feelings close to your chest. You're doubting if you reveal yourself that you'll be met. That might be a message for someone, guys, okay? Loads of love. Bye.